y'all, it's Marissa. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to make a garden in a glove. So you're going to need a clear plastic glove, 5 cotton balls, and then 5 types of seed. So I have broccoli, radishes, beets, cabbage, and cucumbers. And you're going to need 3 to 4 of each of those types of seed. You need a pencil, a marker, water, and a rubber band to do this. I also like to have a little draw out of a hand, so as you label the seeds, you can label them on the bag and on here. So first you're going to want to wet your cotton balls and wring them out. You want them damp but not soaking wet. This is the way my high school ag teacher started a lot of seeds for our greenhouse, is he would send kids home with some seed in a glove, and we started at our house, and then we would transplant them in the greenhouse and grow them for our sale or anything like that. After you have them wetted and then wrung out, you want to label your hand with the seeds that you're going to put in each finger. So I have broccoli, radishes, beets, cucumber, and cabbage. After you do that, you're going to want to take your cotton ball, and since this one's going to be broccoli, I already have the seeds on top of the package. Get them on the cotton ball, and then you're going to want to put that in the finger that you wrote. You're going to want to use the end of the pencil and get it all the way down to the tip of the finger. So then I'm going to do the same thing with the radishes. I'm going to get the seeds on the cotton ball, put them down in the finger. Pencil. Then repeat the process with the beets. The bigger the seed, the fewer seeds you're going to want on the cotton ball, because you won't be able to soak it up as much or provide enough water for them. So my cucumber, I only have 2 seeds versus the broccoli, I have 12. And then cabbage. Get them on the cotton ball. Place them in my fingers. Once you get them all on the fingers, you're going to want to air up the bag. And then I always tie it off with a rubber band. Once you get it tied off, you can hang it on a window or a wall, anywhere that once the seeds do sprout, they can get some sunlight. The seeds will germinate in about 3 to 5 days, and that's when they are sprouting. And then after about a week and a half to 2 weeks, the plants will be big enough you can snip off growing and put it in a tray with some soil. We transplant ours into another tray with soil because the plants aren't quite hardy enough to go straight out into the garden. And if you're doing this, say with an ag teacher in a greenhouse, they're not going in a garden anyway. You still have to put them in a greenhouse, so trays are better. After about 2 weeks in trays, we transplant ours into the garden because by that point it's warm enough outside. And then by the end of the season, you'll have some crops that you can make into a salad. If you're teaching this lesson to local 4-H kids or young ag kids, you can teach them vocabulary such as annual, which is The life cycle is 1 year. You can teach them perennials, which is like a life cycle of a plant that's more than 2 years. You can use germination, which is whenever the seed begins to sprout, and transplant, which is whenever you will cut the bottom of this and take the cotton ball in the plant and put them in the soil. So that's that lesson. I can actually show you guys some of my plants that I've started at Garden in the Glove and then transplanted. Okay, so I showed you all how to plant in here. Now we're just gonna imagine that there are some plants growing. So I can show you how to transplant them from the bag into a tray. So what I'm going to do first is I always label my plants with just little popsicle sticks. I'm gonna go ahead and write those down. So we had broccoli, radishes, beets, cucumbers, and cabbage. Okay, so I made my little labels. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill my tray with some soil. I just use general potting mix. You want to make sure that you don't pack the soil in, because the looser the soil is, the better the plant's roots will grow, and the better water will flow through the soil as well. Okay, so we have our soil, not packing it in. What I like to do whenever I'm planting seeds or transplants from my Garden in the Glove is I take a little flathead screwdriver and I just kind of loosely make a little hole in there. That way you're not packing the soil in, but you're making an insert for the seed or the cotton ball. Okay. So then you're going to take your bag. You're going to have plants in here. And you're going to just snip the very edge of the bag off. And that way, your cotton ball and your plant that's on here, my broccoli plant would come out. And I'd place that in the dirt, soil, and then cover it up lightly. There should be a plant sticking out of there, so it'll be really easy to tell where it's supposed to be, and then label it. And you're going to repeat the process with the radish. Just snip off the bottom. It'll come out of there. And you just place it in the soil. Cover it up. And label it. Whenever this does have plants on it, you want to be careful. Try to have your cotton ball up a little bit so to make sure you're not snipping any of the plant's roots. It's actually a lot easier to get them out when there's a plant on them because the cotton balls are a lot drier than if you had just done it. So there's our beet. Cucumbers. And the cabbage. So then once that's transplanted, you just water your plants every day until they've been in here for like 2 weeks, and you can put them in your garden. Okay, so we changed locations to show you guys just how well Garden in a Bag works. And so I have some of my plants out here that I've started in a bag, and then I've transplanted, and then other things that I've started to get used to, like greenhouse and horticulture stuff for an ag teacher. How long was that? Oh. So I've actually started some watermelon, cantaloupe, zucchini, and then we have quite a bit of lettuce, and then we have some carrots. I've also started some different kinds of cucumbers, like just regular ones, burpless ones. There's some more lettuce that we started. There's some more cucumbers and zucchini, because at my house you can't have enough cucumber and zucchini in the summer. And then we have a ton of tomato plants started. And then we planted these seeds directly into the soil. They weren't garden in a glove and they haven't started yet. And then we also started some flowers for Mother's Day and just trying to get greenhouse ready.